An historic bicentennial anniversary is upon us. The humble pint is now 200 years old. That staple measurement of bar life was first introduced back in 1824 to placate British drinkers who claimed taverns were cheating them of precious ale.
Well, now those taverns, the public houses, are facing a crisis. What happens when the public no longer heads to the pub? From Southern England, special correspondent Malcolm Brabant bellies up to the bar.
Heritage in motion. Happy 200th birthday to the pint, a humble measure that helped put the great in Britain. You Americans also have the pint. As y'all know, size matters, and ours is 20% bigger than yours. But the institution that has lubricated the nation for centuries is facing an existential crisis. The pub has become an endangered species.
The pub is very important, not only architecturally. This is, over 100 years old, this pub, but it's also important from the bringing different people together. We're all equal in here.
Rob Holdway is an environmental consultant.
So you get everybody from heart surgeons right the way down to people who clear rubbish, but we're all equal. So we all socialise and we have a good time. And this is all predicated on a good landlord.
Steve Platel's gastropub is confronting a perfect storm. Britain's lost the pint habit during COVID lockdowns and restrictions.
We're just waiting to see what the next disaster is, really. It doesn't seem to be getting any better.
Post-COVID, drinkers haven't returned. Rising prices for life's essentials have made most people poorer.
If it carries on the way it is, only the strong pubs will stay and all the rest will just fall by the wayside.
70 miles away, the King George V has expired after providing merriment for more than 300 years. Once a brothel, then a naval officers' mess in Napoleonic times, John Bryce's glorious pub in a former garrison town may be lost forever.
I used to come here when it was really busy, and you'd meet all these soldiers and sailors and hear lots of wonderful stories. And so to me, this was a great place to come and chat and meet people and have a drink as well, of course.
The pub is for sale, and Bryce hopes the next owners can revive it against the odds.
After COVID, people haven't got used to going into the back street, the local pub anymore. When they close, they're not reopening, and I think that's the greatest loss to British society, to people meeting, chatting, talking to each other. Society is changing, and I think we're losing that personal touch. We'll never get back again.
So just how bad is it? How many others are facing the last call? The numbers are sobering. According to Britain's Campaign for Real Ale, 1,300 pubs closed last year. That's at a rate of virtually 4 every single day. 3 out of 4 pubs failed to make a profit. 20,000 jobs were lost and 64 million fewer pints were poured. This pub is proof that resurrection is possible. It was closed for 5 years, but 9 years ago, the residents of one of Brighton's poorest districts revived it with events like these, when families can get a free meal once a week. Gemma Etheridge is the operations manager.
It's massively important, and I think it does make a big difference, especially with the cost of living crisis and shopping prices going up and everything. It's so important that families get to socialise, they get a meal for their children, that it saves them buying a meal for the evening.
The pub is a godsend for mother of 3, Taylor Heather.
We're here every single week. Every time that it's on, we're always here. We don't have to worry about what we need or what to have, and the kids love it.
Although the pub claims it has the cheapest pints in the city, it struggles to break even and relies on government subsidies for its charitable work.
We are here for the community's benefit. We're not here to make a profit, which is just as well because we never do. People call it family. They're not the sort of family you'd want around for Christmas dinner, but you get to know people and you can help them out.
Warren Carter leads the committee that runs the pub.
This government has just screwed pubs with tax and everything, makes it impossible, and then when you're hit by our bills, gas, electric, doubled, tripled.
Appeals to the government to reduce the tax burden on pubs resonate across the country, and especially with Steve Platel.
Everyone says, we love the Great Pitch Pub, we don't want it to go. But you need to support with your feet. It's one good thing saying we want the British pub to still be here, but if you don't go to it, eventually they will start disappearing.
People take the pub for granted and they underestimate the importance to the local community. That's definitely true. And bringing people together and that sort of release that you get from having a good pint, a good quality meal and just basically enjoying yourself. It's a very important part of a society, just like the church is for some people as well.
But pub life is not the religion it once was in Britain. And no matter how hard they work, landlords face a potentially bitter future. For the PBS NewsHour, I'm Malcolm Brabant in southern England.